Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to continue the $1 million portfolio builder, starting with just $100 dollar cost averaging each Friday. I hope you enjoy this video series, and look, we're going to get straight into it. Let's go. So we're going to start here on the portfolio. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. The portfolio is down a whopping 8.87% at the time of recording. But again, I've talked about this when we dollar cost average and we've got conviction in the investments that we're making. We think that this is a really solid portfolio that we're building here. I'm not really too concerned, but the fact that we're down that amount means that we can dollar cost average, reducing our average purchase by the tokens that we decide to go with today, right? So, it's a great opportunity to, increase the value of our portfolio over time, right? So these are the buying opportunities. So at the moment, Chainlink is top of the list, our biggest investment in this crypto portfolio. Again, I think Chainlink is going to do really, really well this bull market. I do have a more long-term vision or prediction for Chainlink. I do think that it is going to go on to become the number one by market cap, and that probably sounds crazy, right? But actually, when you think about it, Chainlink is required for pretty much everything. Now, this could change over time, as a prediction because, there's new technology that perhaps hasn't even been created yet that could mean that, Chainlink isn't needed in the future. But I think that is a really small risk. Oracles are required to, basically bring any information on and off chain, right? So, when you think spot ETFs, Chainlink's needed. When you think about gaming, Chainlink's needed. You think about DeFi, Chainlink's needed. Everything requires, oracles, right? And that's what Chainlink do. One of the most integrated, if not the most integrated in the blockchain space. So, I really do feel that Chainlink is going to be right up there. And I don't think that it's first mover advantage, and we're going to see what we saw with the likes of Yahoo, Ask Jeeves, and like Blockbusters, all these companies in the internet boom that had, I guess, first mover advantage, but they didn't, keep up with the times. Chainlink are ahead of the times, and I think because of that, they're going to maintain and maybe even grow as we get more adoption. So I am excited about Chainlink. Ethereum is second. Obviously, my opinion is that it will outperform Bitcoin more long term. I think it is going to be slower than most people anticipate, in the respect that actually, it's going to take time for the asset managers at some of these big hedge funds to really get their head around where the value is with Ethereum. Everybody, has known about Bitcoin, and it's quite easy to sell Bitcoin. It's scarce, and it's a store of value. You know, done. It's a little bit more challenging with Ethereum to try to explain it to wealthy people or just, non-crypto people what it is and where the value is. So, I think that's going to take a bit of time, but I think it will be there. Injective's just an amazing project. I think that it's going to go on to do really, really well. Again, third in our list, we got Dfinity, another great project. A lot more people are going to find out about this one over time. We got Solana, goes without saying. Avalanche, great technology. Polygon Matic, a lot of rumors going around that this is a dead project, but again, I don't agree with that. I don't align with that. I think it's going to do really, really well. Internet Computer, again, really solid project. Stacks, again, think it's going to do really well, and then Bitcoin. So, this is kind of the order of the portfolio. Now, we are going to add a couple of new altcoins to this portfolio. I know it makes it a little bit bigger, and we might have to make some decisions about, once we're completely in profit with some of these altcoins, do we, remove some. But at the moment, I just want to get a few more additional ones in there that I think are going to do really well, that, we should be add into the portfolio, and then we can always, cut some and reinvest in, consolidate the portfolio if we need to. But it's really important, if you are following along, you do keep up to date with all the news on everything that you're invested in. Obviously, if you follow along, you do so at your own risk. This is a portfolio that I'm doing for a bit of fun. None of this is paid endorsed. This is my portfolio as I picked it, based on how I see the market, right? So I just want to be quite clear on, what we're doing here, okay? Okay, so right, the first project that we're going to add that isn't already in this portfolio is Aptos. Now, I've become more and more fond of Aptos. Now, before Aptos actually went live, I did a project review talking about how great I think the team is, the technology, and how, secure the programming language is. I did a pretty, big deep dive into Aptos, and I did say that I think it's a project that's going to go on to do really, really well, right? So yeah, look, that write up has been very, very accurate. And actually, if you had invested immediately as it had, come to life, this project, you'd be, in a lot of profit. And, I didn't actually take my own advice and invest in this one earlier. But, I'm getting on it now. And I think that actually it's a good project to be adding to our portfolio. It uses the same programming language as 𝗖𝗢. And we've seen what 𝗖𝗢's done recently. I think Aptos is going to be doing something very, very similar, if not more explosive. It's down 5.57% at the time of recording at $8.04. I think that this is a fantastic opportunity to be purchasing this one. So we're here on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘. Now, if you're not signed up with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, there is a link in the description of the video. There's some very, very juicy earnings that you can make from signing up using the affiliate links. So do check that out in the description of the video. But we're going to buy Aptos. We're going to go market. We're going to buy 50% of our $100. So it's actually a little bit more. We've got 51.78. We're going to buy Aptos on market. We're going to buy that now. So we're going to add to the portfolio. That is the first one into the portfolio. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Aptos. I do think that it's a phenomenal project. Moving on, we're going to add another new project to our portfolio, and that is Oasis, smart privacy for Web3 and AI. So everybody knows that I'm really fond of privacy projects. I think they have to be compliant privacy projects, but there is definitely a requirement for, smart privacy within Web3. You need it in order to bring in mainstream adoption, but there's also the requirement for AI to have privacy as well. So for me, this is a really interesting project, one that a lot of influencers have talked about in the past. And look, I need to be quite clear. I don't think that necessarily, like, the influencers that have been talking about this particular project and other projects know what it is that they're talking about and what they're looking at. But you've got to give credit where credit's due. I think there's a lot to come from this project, and anybody that was talking about it mistakenly, or they do understand, has done a pretty stellar job by calling this one out, in my opinion. So yeah, expecting big things from Oasis. The ticker is ROSE. We can see it on CoinMarketCap. It's down 0.26% in the last 24 hours at 0.06513, ranked 125th by market cap. I do think that this will change over time. So you definitely want to be looking at this one, in my opinion. I'm going to find ROSE on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 here. Actually, later, I'm using a little bit later to go ROSE USD. We're going to buy it at market value, and we buy 20% of what's remaining in the portfolio. We're going to put $25.89 into this one. We're going to buy ROSE. There we go. The just is in the bank. And one more it's ready for, and that is Saks. I like my portfolio, to be honest. I think that it needs to set a little higher. It's a little on Bitcoin. We think this is to be a phenomenal project. Future, not this now, but I think that actually it's going to rebound the line this market, and I think it's going to do really well, because more and more people try to build Bitcoin, which I don't know why we do that, but there's a lot of people that do it. So Stacks STX is the ticker by market cap, it's up 0.62%. I think we're actually buying it less than what we purchased it for. So this is again going to bring down our average price that we bought Stacks at. So we're going to go over to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 STX. We're going to purchase that now. There we go. Market. We're put 100%, so just 25.89. We'll buy that now. So there we go. The purchases are all in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to order history here. We're going to add stacks, so quantity that we bought, 15.42 stacks. Go over to the portfolio now. Now we can add transaction, select the coin, STX, wait for it to load up, stacks, put the amount that we purchased, which was 15.42, and click save. That's going to then update the portfolio. If we go back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 here, go down to the next one. So we bought 397.13 rows. Add the token, coin, rows. Oasis, there we go. Amount that we purchased, 397.13. Back to 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, we bought 6.4 Aptos. APT, we'll look for Aptos on here. There we go. Not fee, the amount. We bought 6.4. So we'll add those all into the portfolio. There we go. So we've got Chainlink, still number one, obviously. We've got Ethereum, Injective, Dfinity, Solana, AVAX, Polygon, and then we've got Stacks has moved up the list here, Internet Computer, and then Aptos at the bottom of our portfolio at $51.52. So look, I think that this is a fantastic portfolio. We will probably look to consolidate this somewhat as we go into more of a profit scenario. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the portfolio. Do you think that it's a good portfolio? Do you think that it's going to be a successful portfolio? Are you following along? Let me know in the comments below. Do you want me to continue with the portfolio builder challenge? Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.